friends, and welcome back. Today in this Tabla tutorial, I would like to show you something that's actually very important when you're practicing Tabla, and that is to warm up before you just go in to start playing compositions, because you can develop very bad habits if you just go into compositions without warming up, because your hands just aren't ready. And so when they're not ready, they just do what they have to do to play the composition instead of giving you the dexterity and the strength and relaxation also to play the compositions clearly. So every time I practice, when I sit down, I do 25 to 30 minutes of just warm up. And they're very, very simple. Very simple. You probably already know them. But something that I do is I start not at a super slow tempo, but a tempo to get the hands moving. And so I play basically 4 variations. The first one is Dha-TeReKiTeTaKa, 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 TaKaTeReKiTeTaKa, 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 DhereDhereKiTeTaKa, 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 DhereNaKiTeTaKa, 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 DhereNaKiTeTaKa. Now within these, you can play different details, such as Dha-TeReKiTeTaKa, Dha-TeReKiTeTaKa. You can switch between Kinar and Shur. TaKaTeReKiTeTaKa, TaKaTeReKiTa. You can play full hand, or you can play first finger, TaKaTeReKiTeTaKa, or you can play middle finger, TaKaTeReKiTeTaKa. Or you can play TaKaTeReKiTeTaKa. DhereDhereKiTeTaKa. You can also play DheteTeTeKiTeTaKa. So instead of, you can play, so switch between the two. DhereDhereKiTeTaKa, 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 DhereDhereKiTeTaKa. Or you can double the amount of the DhereDhereKiTeTaKa to DhereDhereKiTeTaKa. DhereDhereKiTeTaKa, DhereDhereKiTeTaKa, TaKaTeReKiTeTaKa, DhereDhereKiTeTaKa, DhereDhereKiTeTaKa. And with those, you can make up variations, right? And it's just to keep your hands moving. And DhereNaKiTeTaKa, DhereNa. Or DhereNaKiTeTaKa on Kinar. Kitataka in the middle of the Siyahi, or DhereNaKiTeTaKa. So DhereNaKiTeTaKa, DhereNaKiTeTaKa, DhereNa with Laya. See, within there, I started just playing different bowls within the exercise. Now, something that you can do with this to keep yourself focused instead of just playing and playing and playing and get your hands warmed up, because it's important that you warm up your mind too, is you can do a reduction of this. So, Dha-TeReKiTeTaKa, 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 4 of each. TaKaTeReKiTeTaKa, 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 DhereDhereKiTeTaKa, 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 DhereDhereKiTeTaKa. Next round, do 3 of each. Dha-TeReKiTeTaKa, 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 TaKaTeReKiTeTaKa, 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 DhereDhereKiTeTaKa, 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 DhereDhereKiTeTaKa. Then 2. Dha-TeReKiTeTaKa, Dha-TeReKiTeTaKa, TaKaTeReKiTeTaKa, TaKaTeReKiTeTaKa, DhereDhereKiTeTaKa, 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 DhereDhereKiTeTaKa. Then ones. Now to have it turn around, you do the ones 3 times. Dha-TeReKiTeTaKa, TaKaTeReKiTeTaKa, DhereDhereKiTeTaKa, DhereNaKiTeTaKa, Dha-TeReKiTeTaKa, TaKaTeReKiTeTaKa, DhereDhereKiTeTaKa, DhereNaKiTeTaKa, Dha-TeReKiTeTaKa, TaKaTeReKiTeTaKa, DhereDhereKiTeTaKa, DhereNaKiTeTaKa. With Laya. This is very simple, but you start at a nice tempo like that you can handle, and do it for 5-10 minutes, 15 minutes, and feel your hands starting to warm up. And once you get that, then bump up the tempo a little bit, and don't push yourself insanely, just get it a little bit faster. And this is how I warm up. I do this until I feel like I've mastered it in a way for 10 to 15 minutes. Then I move to the next level. Then I do that again and again and again until I push myself to a level where I can't go any further. And then at that point, my hands are warmed up, and it takes about 30 minutes. But after you do that, you'll see that when you start practicing compositions, that your hands are opened up and more prepared to practice correctly and clearly. Thank you for joining me on this tutorial on warming up for your tabla practice. If you like what you hear, please feel free to subscribe and follow us on Patreon. I'm also doing tabla solo next week in New Mexico. And this is the first tabla solo concert I've done since 2013. I've spent a lot of time since that concert in 2013 really taking in what my teachers have given me, Swapanda, Randy Gloss, and my first tabla teacher, Chris Ryan. I hope that if you're in New Mexico, you'll come and join us. You can find out all the information on my Patreon, and I will see you in the next one.